Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Pharmacy Seeds Network. I don't know if anybody will show up tonight, but we'll give it a little bit. And if somebody does and you have questions or you just want to chat, we can do it. I used to do like about a half hour of chat after my amateur radio net. But that net has grown so big it takes up the whole hour now. So, yeah, I thought I'd do it an opportunity to chat with viewers and such. But I guess we'll see who shows up, if anyone. According to YouTube, we actually are live, so that's good. Hey, Cha-Cha! What's going on? What you doing? Ha! Michelle Simmers, hello, hello! How are you? Good to see you guys, thanks for coming in. Nessie! What's up, Nestor? Well, now that there's somebody actually here. Work, work, work. Words, 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 cha. Words, words, words. I don't know, I just thought I'd provide an opportunity for people to chit-chat. So, anybody has questions for me or whatever? You want to know more about my farming operation or have questions about bees or whatever, I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have. Oh, of course we love you. But we'd never deny it. Yeah, words, words, words. You got it, Cha. The meaning of life. 42? Oh, wait, no. Niner. What have you guys been up to? We've had rain here, well, the first half of the day. Second half of the day we went out and did some errands. Picked up some potting soil to get things started in the greenhouse. And a few other necessary items. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it grow too. I gotta go out and plant it. But at least I'm going to have some help this year. My son Jeremy here now. He has interest in it, so that'll be cool. Niner. Nine, cha. That's a different language, cha-cha. Chilling and whatnot. Waiting for the portal, the paranormal portal to come on. I can't believe you're not on the bike tonight, cha. What about you, Nessie? What time of day is it over there? In the land of New Zealand. Move a stack of papers to one side of the desk and then the other. Yeah, that's busy work. That's fun. 1:05 p.m. Clear blue skies and sunshine. What are you doing in watching TV? In Middle Earths. Yeah. What are you doing watching TV on a beautiful day? What's the temp out? Oh, you guys are in fall, right? You're going into the winter now. That's so backwards for me. Hey, Julia, what's going on? Save something for tomorrow. Yeah, she's right. If you move that stack too fast, boy, you'll be out of work and out of a job before you know it. Michelle. Nice. Retail, huh? So you're probably just laying low. Are you guys still working, or are you one of the people who's laid off? "6 p.m. out there, huh? Leaving work and jumping in car." Yeah. Don't drive and text. Drive safe. Nothing crazy like retail crazies. So true, so true. How about you, Julie? What's going on down in your neck of the woods? Ciao, cha. Gonna have taco pizza for dinner? Don't tell Taco. Essential natural products. That's good. Are you glad about that, or would you rather be staying home entirely? Or, uh, I guess I'm curious what the protocol is in your part of the country, because things seem to be so different depending on where you are. Here in New York, it's all just like pick up outside kind of stuff. And I'll be honest, I don't watch the news. I just don't. Geeky Gardens. What's going on, Jack? How are you? Good to see you. What's going on down in FLA? Got you, Julie. Got you. Help move some baby chicks. Oh, nice. They had chicks back in Agway today. And Jeremy and I dug out the incubator. We're gonna try and incubate some eggs this year. Make a new backup flock. My chickens are from 2015, most of them, so they're starting to age. I want to make sure we keep that strain going. They're Icelandic. By the way, is the stream quality okay? Everybody can hear and all that? I guess you can hear me. Yeah, I hear you, Nessie. I hear you. Time apart makes time together better. Start opening Monday. Wow. Wow. I think we're not doing anything till May 15th, they're saying, and then, we'll see if it doesn't extend. Hey, Bob, what's going on? Do you know I didn't have notifications on your channel? I feel bad. I've missed some good videos. I got some catching up to do. If you guys haven't checked out Black Bear Apiary, that's my friend Bob that I've talked to on the radio, and he's given me some good advice. And actually, we're going to get together this weekend, and he's going to help me go through my hives quick. So if you haven't checked his channel out, please do. A little glitchy when you first came on, but okay now. Okay. Good. Thank you for the feedback. Loud and clear. Good. Aw, thanks, Nessie. Yeah, I think that's a smart move, Jack. You know, it doesn't hurt to be cautious. I mean, I know we're all antsy to get back to some resemblance of what our life was like before, but we should also work with caution, I think. Why is the word apiary? Oh, apiary? Uh, come on, don't ask me questions I don't know the answer to. Bob, do you know where the word apiary comes from? I haven't dug into that part of it, the language part of it, but that's an excellent question, Julia. Okay, geeky. Yeah, I was gonna have some surgery done myself, but I'm holding off on that for a while. I'm not going anywhere near a hospital right now. And I'm not a fan of going to hospitals if I don't have to in the first place. I'm not sure I understand what you mean there. I think of apes, and I'm like, oh no, it's B. I'm sorry, Julie, I don't follow you on that one. Ah, there you go, geeky. Yeah, yeah. Apian species, yeah. Yeah, it's, oh, that's right, it's apivarus something, I think. Here, I'll look it up. Honeybee, Latin name. Yeah, that. Apis, yep. Apis mellifera. I'll drop the quick look-up information here in the chat. Thanks, Julie. We all just learned something. Yeah, but if you Googled it, we wouldn't have learned it all here, so. I just never thought to Google it. I've been too busy on, like, trying to understand bees better. Oh, it didn't, I went over a character limit. So, there you go. Yeah, I guess the eye clinic isn't necessarily in the hospital, huh, Kiki? Anyway, yeah, but, you know, still, you're going where lots of other people are going. You're raising your potential risk level. Dropping them off in the middle of nowhere. Yes, true, Andy Tuesday. Yep. Yeah, it's like millions of cases a year. It's just really more than people realize. Urge him further off into the house? Or usher, maybe? Excuse me. So how's everything coming in? Oh, yeah. How's everything coming on your garden, Geeky? I don't think I've seen an update video from you in a while. If you guys haven't seen Geeky Garden's channel, you should check his channel out as well. He's always growing something cool. He's in South Florida. He's got a nice climate for it. Ah, okay, Geeky. Yeah, that sounds, much safer. Usher. Well, Yeah, what did you say before? Uh, urge him. Well, you could urge him and then usher him. I suppose. several several datils, Kiki. Planting more seeds. A lot of peppers coming on already. Oh, I envy that climate. At least this time of year, I envy that climate. In another month, then I'll be glad I'm here. At least I hope I will. I hope the weather continues to warm up like normal. Datil pepper, native of St. Augustine. Interesting. Are those in some of your videos? Like, I wonder if I've already seen those and I just don't remember them. If not, I want to check those out. Are they a big pepper? Alright, Nasty Monster. We'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Dr. Judy Mikovits and Dr. Butar. I think they're truthful on what is going on. Alright, will do. Will do. Yeah. I've seen a few videos and this is a hard topic to talk about on YouTube, so I think I'm actually going to just leave it. But I will definitely check those out. And yeah, do your own research is what I always tell people. That goes for everything. But I hadn't come across either of those yet. Inch long and ripe and shaped almost like Tabasco. Hotter than jalapenos. Okay. What's your favorite hot pepper, Kiki? Yeah, cheers, Andy. Don't want to get banned for talking, Ah, yeah. You're hot over it, huh? Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. I should have left him in that queen cage, put that in the top of the inner cover, put the outer cover back on, and gave him 24 hours for that pheromone to spread. And I was impatient, and I didn't remember what I had learned from Frederick Dunn's channel and others about it. So what will I do now? Well, there are some queen cells coming on the bigger left-hand hive. And so it's possible that one or more of those could be moved over to the colony that's queenless. And if that doesn't work out, I could actually recombine those bees back to the big hive and then catch a swarm or make another split later, or get another queen later, or wait for them to queen cell later. That's okay, Bob. No worries. Thanks for jumping in. Uh, so Bob, who just commented there, actually is going to be coming over on I think Saturday. We're getting together, but we still yet to hash out the exact time. But he's going to come over and help me take a look at that and assess him. And I'm going to try and get as much of that as I can on video, um, and we'll straighten it out. The good news is that big colony is a massive colony, tons of bees, tons of resources. They're yoking pollen in like crazy, and so there's a good base there, and there's a lot of bees in there. So later on, when things settle out a little bit, if I wanted to make a split, my other friend Matt was telling me up till about June, I could still make a split. So there's options, and Bob's going to come over and help me kind of better understand my options and probably also what I did wrong, and it'll be a good learning experience. And if he's agreeable to it, I'll film as much of it as I can and share it with you guys. But yeah, very exciting. I wish all three of those hives had come through the winter, but I did learn a good bit about that. Last year I didn't lose any hives over the winter, and this year I lost two. Both of them seem to be low on resources, and that seems to be the reason they went out. So I know to set things up a little bit better in the fall. So that's that. Hey Justin, what's going on, dude? How's things out there? What kind of weather you got right now? We're rainy, and we have rain a good half of the day, and then it was just kind of cloudy and misty, and now we got heavy rain coming again tonight, and then tomorrow thunderstorms, and then Saturday it's supposed to clear out and be like 70 and sunny, so looking forward to that. Ah. Well, Michelle, I gotta be honest, the bees, the bees did more of the setup work than I did. I've just been lucky so far, I think. But, yeah, I tend to, with anything I grow or farm or homestead, whatever I'm interacting with, I tend to lean on the side of letting the natural system work, and then just doing what I can to tweak and tune the natural system and amplify it. So I tend to hold back more than interfere. And with the bees, it's even easier to do. They're they very much know what they need to do. So that's awesome. You're still hoping for a swarm. Decides they like it in your yard art. Can't officially have bees there. No, of course you can't argue with them, Geeky. Maybe put some lemongrass oil in there. That might help draw them in a bit. This is, actually you're probably past swarming season now. Or maybe not. Beautiful in 75. Nice. Good for you, Justin. We had, I don't know, probably 60 today, but rainy. I don't know how that lemongrass... Okay, you're right there with me, Jack. No idea. Is there any wax or propolis from that nest from before in that hive body, Jack? Yes, let nature take her course and do what we can to amplify her and help her. And that really, that really comes back to like diversity in so many ways. You leave that diversity in there. That's the natural system is complex and interactive, and self-balancing, self-organizing, self-regulating. It's really beautiful when you learn to work with it. I'm starting to get that down with soils and plants, and it's just so much more rewarding. And of course, toxin free, which is important. Do you keep bees too, Justin? Hey, Chris, what's going on? It's my friend Chris from Homesteading the Hard Way. You should check his channel out too. Chris is down in North Carolina. Because it said you took all the wax out. If you could get a hold of some propolis or some wax, it wouldn't hurt to put a few little pieces of that in the tops of those frames to kind of encourage them that, hey, bees have been here before, this is a good place to live. Of course, you'll have to not know how that got in there too. A wasp family. That's funny, Michelle. I put up with a giant yellow jacket nest in the barn a couple of years ago. In fact, there's a video on my channel here of it. Giant nest. And we co-interacted and I never got stung. Which years ago I would have gone crazy with this, the spray can. Good, good. Glad to hear it, Chris. Chris and I have been talking about doing some sort of collaboration. But he has a live stream on Friday nights at, I think it's 9:30 now, isn't it, Chris? Going to bring in a hive in a couple of weeks. Ah, okay. Awesome, Justin. Awesome. Oh, you're going to love it, man. Once you get used to them, you're going to love it. The biggest thing is don't be afraid of them. They're, man, they're such an interesting creature. They're a lot of fun. Learn so much from them. Subterranean and mean. Oh, maybe that's a thing too, Geeky. Because I've had yellow jacket nests in the ground and they are mean. I wonder if that's a different strain of yellow jacket or if there's even just a genetic split there that makes them nastier. Thinking about what to cover, yeah, Chris? There's lots of pieces. I mean, how long was our conversation today? A couple hours? Oh yeah, Black Tree? I bet you could find a beekeeper around you that would let you come with him and watch. Look around for a local bee club. Yeah, the yellow jackets. Yeah, I've had them mess me up pretty good too. And one guy I knew hit one in the ground with a lawnmower, push mower, and got stung like 23 times. And he was in the hospital and now he's allergic. Oh, wasps. Yeah, wasps are less aggressive too than a yellow jacket though too. They're just kind of like bounce around. I usually coexist with them pretty well too. They're actually an excellent insect predator if you have insect problems in your crops. Those are one of your best solutions, is those wasps. Ah, yeah, Justin. Hey, glad I'm inspiring you. Yeah, keep putting content up. You know, I mean, if there's just a topic you can't talk about, well then fine, don't talk about that topic. But rock and roll anyway. I mean, I know that's kind of your topic, but you know, there's so much other stuff that you do, right? You know, like there's other pieces that you can bring to the table. It sounds like you got a nice mycelium population going, good mulching program. Sounds like you understand soil pretty well, which I appreciate. I gotta go back and check out some of your content. I didn't realize you really had a channel. I don't know how, I guess I just never looked that deep. I got too much going on is what it comes down to. But I'm glad you found your channel. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Plenty of mud daubers and paper wasps, good pollinators. Yep, pollinators and insect predators. Yeah, I know, Chris, but where do you start? Let's go on a wine tour and check it out too. Wine tour, yeah. There is a wine tour right here down in Millbrook area. It's supposed to be pretty good. I've never been on a wine tour. Yeah, save the bugs. Unless they're taking your food, then you gotta stop them somehow. A couple hundred times. Oof. Oof. Oh man. And I imagine you had to go to the hospital for that, right? Hit them on a tractor, not realize it because of the sound of the machine. Then they're all over you. One of those gigs. Or mower. Start with the soil, Chris. All goes back to the soil, right? Yeah. I didn't realize they were demonetizing channels for that. That seems kind of weird given, wasn't there like 25 some states that are legalized now? Seems like a weird line to draw. But then there's weird lines all around us, so. Shrubbing a fence. Ah, okay. Yep. Didn't go. You must have been in pain for, I mean, how long were you? You had to have been, like, messed up for, I would guess, what? Probably close to a week? I mean, the times I've been stung, you know, if it's 3 altogether stings, I think I've just been lucky at not running into them. I've had some close calls where I noticed a nest later and was like, whoa, that could have been really bad. I could have walked face first into that, you know, like, wow. But I've been lucky. When I painted with my brother, we did a condo painting job down in Poughkeepsie, and it was all these roofs with, like, you know, multiple lines like this with so soffits over each roof, and like up and down all across, and every one of those soffits was loaded with yellow jackets. And we took I think it was 4 or 5 of us up there with a couple of cases of bee spray, and we went through, and one guy would shoot the nest and 2 guys would cover him from behind, so when other yellow jackets came off, we'd shoot them down. Occasionally one would get away, they'd fly out off the roof line and then fly back around and come back at you. We had 2 guys down on the roof, or 1 guy down on the edge of the roof line, shooting them down as they come back in. And none of us got stung, and we took out, oh man, it had to be at least 150 or 200 yellow jacket nests in like 4 hours. 24 hours, yeah, that's what I would figure. Really bad. Oh, Benadryl, there you go. Yeah, and then a week to really, like, for your system to clear out all that venom. Good Lord. Alright, sounds good, Black Tree. Thanks for coming in. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see. Home garden, you can show more. Show defense. Yeah, okay. I think I'm caught up on chat. So was that a ground nest that you hit, shrubbing, Chris? Like you went to cut something and like disturbed the ground nest kind of thing? Ouch. Ouch. Yeah. That's the wrong kind of high, Justin. Other than that, not stung 10 times in your life, yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably 10, maybe 12 times I've been stung. Various stuff, yellow jackets. Well, one story I'm not even going to tell you about. But it was not a great spot to get stung. And another one, we were up in the family farm in the Catskills, and there was a swing on a maple tree on a branch, and we hadn't been up there in a while, and my brother and I just ran out to the swing. He jumped on the swing. I was like running around as bad as a little 9-year-old kid, and on the branch that the swing was on, there was a white-faced hornet nest, and well, needless to say, they got a little ticked off when he sat on the swing. And one came right down out of the nest and hit me right in the nose and stung me right in the end of the nose. That one really hurt. I think that's the worst painful sting that I can remember. Used to get stung by scorpions a lot. Ugh. 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 And it just gets to where they tickle? Okay. Yes, I've had that too, Justin. Yes, unfortunate areas. Yes, I was definitely not happy with a few ticks. It definitely crossed the line more than once. For lack of a better way to say it. Tiny scorpions. Okay. Yeah, I've never been stung by a scorpion. I've had people tell me it's really, really painful. But you know, I mean, like I remember being a kid being stung by a honeybee, and you know that really hurts. I haven't been stung yet since I've become a beekeeper, but I wear my suit and I'm cautious and careful, and I haven't had any hives like go hot on me, so that's helpful. 3 or 4 times. Oh, for weeks. Now, is that on a sting from a bee, Michelle, or from a scorpion? Justin, yeah. You got me laughing here, man. Scorpion. Yeah, maybe it's the. I think it's the one I was hearing. Ones I was hearing about were out in Arizona and California, and maybe they're a bigger scorpion or more poisonous venom. I don't know. I don't know much about scorpions. Fortunately, I'm glad. I mean, not that I don't have the knowledge, but that I don't have to encounter them. KNF. Uh, or make ferments or labs. I'm not familiar with KNF or labs. I do some ferments. I do water kefir. I haven't done it in a while. And for a while I was making different ferments for farming related stuff, like compost teas and that sort of stuff. But I found it was hard to get really good consistent teas, and so I kind of did away with that, and I just kind of fell back on the foliar feeding program and building soil in combination. And then I'm trying to incorporate cover crops, diversity. I use biological inoculants. I use biological stimulants, all organic based stuff. Lactobacillus, yes. And on fermentation, also cabbage, sauerkraut. My mom and I did a batch last year. I need to get some more fencing up before I can keep woodchucks down enough that I can actually finish cabbage without losing it to them. But that sort of stuff is all on my list, and I'm very into it. I want to make some mead, actually. Oh, you got bit by a snake, Chris? A poisonous snake? I'd like to hear more about that. I've never been bitten by a poisonous snake, and I don't know anyone who has. Ah, the laser that burned through your foot. Yeah, yeah, they can hurt. Korean natural farming. That's what you're talking about. Ah, yes, I am familiar with that. I actually want to get some rice and do an indigenous microorganism capture and implement that, because I found that, I mean, I'm kind of doing that already, because I like to get mulch from the woods. It's basically leaf mulch. I'll go in with a thatch rake, basically, and rake up the leaves, and I use that as the mulch, and that is excellent. And it's loaded with fungi and nutrients, and it's basically just pulling some stuff from nature and bring it into a concentrated spot. That works really well, but I don't have the best equipment for it, and a lot of the woods that are here are rough, so it's pretty rough on the machinery to do it. I also do let the grass grow very tall here, and then mow it off, let it dry, and then rake that out and kind of use that like a hay mulch. That's an excellent system I found. Just the downside is I don't have mulch early spring. You have to wait until you actually have some growth come in and get some length to get a reasonable amount out of it. But those are some of the things I do, and yes, I'm familiar with Korean natural farming. That's awesome, and I use some foliar feed products as well. I would love to do some kind of interactive chat with you at some point too, Justin. About we have a lot to talk about regarding plant health and soil health and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Wow. 4-foot diamondback. Wow. Boy Scout camp. Yeah. Yeah. I almost sat on what is it? Sorry, there's a weird sound there. I got distracted. Can't remember the name of the snake now. I'm drawing a blank. But I almost sat on one down at the Hudson River. A friend and I went to sit down. It was a 3-foot long. It's one of the only poisonous snakes we really have in this area, except for the occasional rattler, but they're more up in the hills than they are where we are here. Collect IMO. It's also tough on my property due to critters eating the rice. Yeah, see, I was thinking about doing that whole thing with the rice and the fermentation and the sugar and all, but I have the same problem. I have critters galore around here, and I just can't seem to keep them down. Mice and chipmunks and woodchucks and rabbits, and I love being surrounded by nature, but there's a lot of competition for my resources, which can be frustrating. Froze petrified, yeah. Moccasins. Oh yeah, I've heard they're mean. I've heard they're aggressive. Yeah, I've heard they'll come after you. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Awesome, Justin. Will do. Especially if you're planning on want to get your channel back online. I'm sure we could do some cool collaboration projects on soil health, nutrition, whatever concepts, Korean natural farming. Sounds like we have a lot of similar knowledge and understanding. That's great, Justin. Stepped on them? Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem, is not seeing them. If you know they're there, it's not hard to stay away from them and not get bit by them. But if you don't know they're there, that's something people run into climbing too, climbing cliffs or high stuff. You reach up, there's a snake sitting there on the ledge, getting the sun, and all of a sudden you got your hand in his face or on top of him. Bang, now you're halfway up a cliff with a snake bite. Not good. Yeah. Snakes and scorpions. I think, well, I don't know. I think I'd almost rather deal with scorpions than snakes. I feel like maybe you would see them easier, but maybe that's just because I'm envisioning them on a desert floor. Whereas here in tall grass, that would be even worse. They blend in more. Used a TP. The olive leaf. Yeah, yeah. Green Dream Project. What's going on, Jim and Jessica? If you guys haven't checked out the Green Dream Project channel, go check them out. Those guys are building a huge rain collection tank out in Arizona, and adobe houses, and they're keeping bees too. They're doing all kinds of cool stuff. Jim and Jess are real sweet people and a lot of fun. What critters pester you the most, farm? Woodchuck, deer. Those are the two big ones, but I do have skunk and possum come in and rip up mulch beds, which is really frustrating because my mulch beds bring in so many worms. That sounds kind of like a song meme almost. But the skunk and the possums come in to go after the worms, and they end up digging up all the nice mulch that I put out because of all the worms it brings. So that's kind of annoying. Again, that's back to a better fencing system and budget to do that. Black racers. Oh yeah, yeah. You were telling me about those. Yeah, I think I'd almost rather the rattler. Oh, copperhead is the one that we almost sat on. I'd almost rather the rattler than the copperhead, because at least the rattler you get a warning. The copperhead, there's no warning. You either see him and you don't get bit by him, or you get bit by him. Wasn't I supposed to be on earlier? Weren't you on earlier? I was on your place earlier. Maybe I'm confused, Green Dream. Yeah, I should have said that different too. I should have said, "What's up, Jim?" Tourniquet. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things they said that when I took EMT class back when I was about 18 and became an EMT. That was one of the things they warned against, was like tourniquet was a very last option. And they recommended we didn't do it because you could get sued for doing it, because you're doing more harm than good. Oh, YouTube probably messed up the time, or maybe I messed up the setup. Jim or Jess. I don't know which or both of you that is. Well, let's see. 2 p.m. your time is what, like 6 p.m. our time? Oh, I released a video at 6. I wonder if that got mixed up in the scheduling or something. I don't know. Have you guys had any kind of issues with like YouTube streams or notifications, that kind of stuff? Byte autocorrect. Ah. Racers making the same sound, vibrating the tail against. Wow. Wow, that's interesting, Geeky. I'd love to see you get a camera shot of that. That would be cool. Rabbits, cute but hungry. We have a ton of rabbits around here, but they don't really bother most of my stuff. I have had them, ironically enough, chew on my my carrot tops and cabbage and young seedlings. But for the most part, once I get stuff established, they don't really bother anything too bad. I did have one in the one fenced-in bed that the fence was horrible for, and he got in. Him I took care of. Okay, maybe it's just me. I'm still adjusting to the new live stream setup. On desktop, at least. I don't know if you guys... I think you guys use a phone, don't you? You got all the notifications. Okay, good. Oh, I think I hear the rain starting back up out there. Got our info from a John Wayne movie. Cha-cha. I think it's supposed to be car off, pants on. Yeah, please do, Kiki. I would love to see that. That would be cool. Amazing how much of that stuff you find if you're paying close attention and observing. Yeah, Cha. It's try that again. There you go. Yes. For those who don't know, Cha-Cha's kind of our comic. Well, at least over at the Paranormal Portal. You guys have heard of the Paranormal Portal channel. Very interesting channel. Brent Thomas is the host, and he investigates all sorts of paranormal stuff. He's had some really interesting guests on. One's a Yowie researcher. If you don't know what a Yowie is, it's kind of like an Australian Bigfoot. That's interesting. And Brent does a live stream every night. I believe that's 7 p.m. Pacific, which is 10 p.m. Eastern. Brent's an awesome guy, and he really looks into interesting paranormal stories and has some great insight and thoughts on the stories themselves and concepts and stuff like that around the spirituality of it, and insightful thoughts about it, I guess I would say. Anyway, definitely should check it out. The Paranormal Portal. Okay, Geeky. When they feel threatened. Well, that makes sense, because that would warn anybody else who knew a rattlesnake was a rattlesnake, right? I'm very excited for Saturday Cha-Cha. Yeah, I know. I can't keep up with chat anymore either, Justin. That's why I've stopped doing all the personal greetings, because I realize that's burning up line after line after line after line of chat. So I've kind of like scaled back, because part of it is I can't keep up, and part of it is I can't have the attention to both at that rate. Yeah, I'm stoked for Saturday too. For those who don't know, Saturday I'm going to be a guest on the Paranormal Portal, and Yeah, sorry, Chris. Yeah, I'll be a guest on the Paranormal Portal podcast at 10 p.m. That's on YouTube, Paranormal Portal, and I think that's also on TFR Live. Anybody else want to chime in and confirm that? Uh, but yeah, I'll be a guest on there. We'll be talking about nutrition, and we're gonna try to keep it related to spirituality. But man, when I get talking about nutrition and health, it goes all over the place. So Chris knows we wandered all over the world of subjects. Oh, I have a few notes, Cha, but I'm just going to go off the cuff. It's just going to be a conversation. I'm not here to do a dissertation or a lecture. I just want to have a good discussion and share good information with people. That's why I started this YouTube channel. That's why I've been doing what I've been doing for as long as I've been doing it. Because I sure haven't been making much money doing it. I just love it. It's a passion, and I want to share that passion with others. So it is what it is. An overactive attention span. Yeah, I got a little bit of that too, Michelle. Yeah, okay. It is also on the TFR Live. So TFR Live is a streaming radio station, basically, and he'll be on there also. So check that out, or check it out on YouTube. And I'm about to close the stream up shortly myself, because I'm going to go over myself to the Paranormal Portal and go check out their live stream coming up in about 3 minutes. Head over there in 5 minutes. Inoculating grain. Have to keep my hands in sterile chamber. Ah, yes. Keep them clean, Justin. We'll catch you over there. And thanks for coming by my live stream. A whole list of questions. Good. Good. Call in, Michelle. We'll hash it out. That'd be great. I teach other people much better from that format. When people ask me questions, then I can kind of go into something. I find it very hard to just explain a whole thing, because there's so many pieces that all tie together. It's just how my mind works. Very scattered but organized. If that makes sense, and even if it doesn't. What's the question for you? Thanks, Cha Cha. I doubt that. I think you overestimate me, but thank you anyway. All right, good night, Chris. Good to see you guys. My favorite color? I don't really have a favorite color. That changes with my mood and the day and so many other things. What do I do for fun? Okay. All right. Well, bring them into the portal. We'll hash it out. Or maybe if I do another live stream, you can ask me stuff like that on here. I'll probably do another one of these again sometime soon. Sounds good, Michelle. We'll see you in there. And I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and I'll see you guys over at the Paranormal Portal if you're headed over there with me. And if you're not, I just thank you for watching. Thanks for the live stream and the great interaction, good discussions, and I'll try and pop another one of these up. We'll see if we can find a good weekly night to do it. Thanks for everyone. Thanks everyone for watching, and appreciate it. We'll see you sometime soon.